everybody, Brian Bruskevich here with CNY Real Estate Tips. It's a cold day here in December. We're actually coming off a really cold November month, and it's actually kind of warmed up a little bit here in December. But we're definitely starting to hit those cold winter months of central New York here. This time of year, talking with clients and friends, the same question gets asked to me over and over again from people that are thinking about selling their home. The question that keeps coming up at this time of year is, if I want to sell my home, do I list it right now or do I wait till spring? It's a great question to ask. I think the best answer is to get as much information as you can and then align that with your goals and your timeline to make the best decision for you going forward. Because the question comes up over and over again, I thought I'd give you a little information and talk a little bit about some pros and cons of listing now and listing in the spring to maybe help you out with it a little bit. So a couple pros about listing right now. Number one, the interest rate. Interest rates are projected to go up as we enter the new year and go into the spring and summer, which also means monthly payments will go up into the new year and into the spring and summer. That means that people can probably spend more for a house now than they might be able to spend in the springtime. Number two, there's less competition. Right now there's less homes on the market compared to the spring, which means there's less seller competition. There's less houses like yours. You don't have as much competition to compete with for possible listings for buyers to see. The other thing is, it might sell. If you list it now, it might sell, which would get you to your goals faster than you would if you waited. Disadvantages right now, there's just not as many buyers. The market is not as active as it will be in the spring. So it could potentially take longer. Your house could sit on the market longer with less traffic going in and going out, and maybe possibly take longer to get the interest that you need. So those are a couple advantages and a disadvantage about listing now. If you were to wait till springtime, the biggest advantage you have is the market kind of wakes up. If there's a lot more buyers out there, the activity's going up. When you have more buyers ready, then you have more competition on the buyer side to compete for those homes. A lot of times potential buyers wait all winter time, they get their finances in order and they're really keen on what they want, and come springtime, when houses start to go on the market, they're ready to go. That's a big advantage to waiting till springtime. Another advantage, the weather. It gets nicer. People get outside. There's more people driving around. If you're going to move, buy a house or sell your house and then go buy a house, it's easier to do in the springtime. Disadvantage of springtime, there's more competition for you in the springtime as sellers because more people are listing. So there's more buyers, but there's also more sellers. So those are a couple different things between a listing now and waiting till springtime. But like I said before, it ultimately comes down to, what's your timeline? What are your goals? When you think about selling your house and you have a range, a low range and a high range of what you'd be willing to take for your house, that all comes into play, and how quick you want your house to sell, how much time you have. All those things kind of are really important variables to think about when considering when to list your house. I hope this helped you. If it did help you, please like the video and like the page and subscribe to the page. If you have further questions, feel free to contact me or contact your own real estate agent. But very good question, and one to definitely think about what's best for you. So we'll see you later. Hope it helped.